Hello YouTube, it's your boy Scoot Reacts back at it again with another reaction, and today we're watching Antonio talk. Talking about black ICE agents sparking outrage. Let's see what they talking about, bro. Let's see what he's talking about.
Spotted at Atlanta airport. Now the reason that they were there was because the airport was short staffed, so their job was to do like the non-specialized tasks, security, manage checkpoints, and things of that nature. Now with this
by the way, the workforce is dying massively. People are not fucking with work. So, you know, find your own gaps, figure out where you want to land at, and I guarantee you they will hire you without a second fucking thought. But also, we do not want to keep this type of system alive. We should just let it die. We should all just stop working. But Americans are afraid. Afraid of what was on the other side of not working.
in the case, a lot of
which is a big change, actually. Just what they did overseas when they stopped working. They were begged to come back to work, okay? We could be begged to come back to work. We could be. But are we going to do that? No.
people noticed something in particular. A lot of black ICE agents were spotted here. You see in this picture right here, we have a black woman, black man, another black man. Aside from the race, everything, bro, they not even doing shit there. They just walking around. Ain't no even point in them being there. But you feel me? We see a lot of black ICE agents. Now, let me state this first and foremost. I don't agree with anything that ICE has going on with this administration. They snatching up little kids. They killing folks, you know.
And having sex with the little kids in the detention centers, and also trying to introduce a solution for this, which is shipping the little kids to an island. Oh, I wonder what happens on islands.
Like
what?
On the other hand, I want to say that black folks voted against this at the highest rate of any group, y'all.
Fun fact, I was going to vote for Kamala because I knew she was going to lose, but I do not participate in the act of believing something that's not true. Right? Trump, Harris, right? Guess what? It's an illusion of choice. The Bilderberger groups pick whoever the fuck they want. I think that the American vote doesn't matter. I just think that it's a very big illusion for you to think that you have some type of control. You think that you have some type of demand. You have some type of saying in what's going on. It's an oligarch, man. We just don't understand that it's an oligarch. The billionaires, the billion-dollar companies, the trillion-dollar companies, they have more pull than American citizens. Always have, always will be. In a world of capitalism, the United States is very capitalistic. If they can't capitalize off of you, they don't really give a fuck about what you're saying. And they're going to find a way to make it pass. They're going to try to make some type of way to make it legal in some way, shape, or form. And that's just what it is. So the illusion of choice, you know what I'm saying? But if I was going to vote for one, I was going to vote for Harris, even though I know she was going to lose. Why? Because she's an Indian woman playing black. That's very inauthentic within itself. Is Donald Trump a liar? We already knew that. He lied himself into the presidency the first time. Would you take a white liar that you know is a liar, or would you take an Indian woman that's acting like she's black? I see how there's like a very minimal difference between the two. But that's just my take. I apologize, y'all. I know y'all not gonna fuck with this take probably. But that's exactly why that's exactly why she didn't run. It was a horrible run. In my opinion, it was a horrible run. Horrible PR. Horrible run. Right? But that's in the past. People are going to say that it would have been different. I don't think it would have been different at all. Personally, I don't think that Harris went in, Trump went in, the Bilderberger groups, the oligarchs, the 13 bloodlines, the Federal Reserve, the central banking system, all have a role in American politics no matter what, including, and, you know, the people in the Middle East, the parasites in the Middle East, right? So when we start hearing stuff like that, it starts to make more sense. Like, we literally have no choice. The only choice that we have is saying no. And we have billionaire pedophiles running our government, and we're still working and talking like everything's normal. We're still working and going through the motions like everything's fucking on. So we're beyond cooked. Not even us trying to be like a collective or rainbow coalition would even help. Maybe. Possibly towards the end. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm gonna continue this video. I'm sorry.
Screenshot. So the way I feel is like black folks attending these ICE protests, you know, putting our bodies on the line. I am not for that. I love using this analogy. If I tell one of my sons the stove is hot, don't touch it, and they go touch it, that's you. I told you. It's still love, but it's tough love. So to any minority, to any white person, listen to black people. Hopefully this was a wake up.
I mean, shit, they should have been listening to niggas. I swear, if they give black people the keys to the country will be better. Not an Indian woman that's acting like she black. An actual black person. Give Kanye the keys. If Kanye was president, none of this shit would be going on. How much you would want to bet? How much you... If Kanye was president... If Kanye West was fucking president, this nigga predicted everything before it even happened. Nigga. Predicted every fucking thing before it happened. You feel me? We talking about politicians, bro? Come on, man. Put Kanye for president, bro. He should have been president. I would have voted for him. No cap. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit.
Now, with ICE at these airports, what I need y'all to understand is that this is Atlanta. Atlanta is probably the blackest city in America. I'm gonna put the numbers up on screen, but shit, if you live in Atlanta, you will think the whole world is like this, bruh.
So a lot of the ICE agents in Atlanta are black, and this is because everybody in Atlanta is black. Like, it's no surprise that you're gonna have a lot of black cops, black ICE agents, regardless of the ethics of the situation, because everybody in Atlanta is black. And this is what I'm telling you. If you're a young man or a young woman, you have to remember that if you live in that city, you're going to be exposed to black people in the same way that when you are white and you live in like Arkansas, you're going to be exposed to white people. So it's one of those things where you still live in a white world, but there's black people everywhere. So you're not exactly engaging with the true like demographics of the country, because once again, your cops are black, your teachers are black, your banker's going to be black, the restaurant chef is going to be.
I wonder, this is my real wonder here. I wonder if because if not most of Atlanta is black, that's why black people in Atlanta are so successful. Because there's so many black people in Atlanta that is successful in my age, and they're like rich. Like, well, they seem rich. I don't know. I don't have their banking statements or nothing like that. But you know, they seem rich. They have assets. At least that's what it seems like.
Black, and then you're gonna look at beside you in traffic, and you're gonna see more black.
Don't look at my ass, y'all. I'm gonna fuck y'all up.
Right? Like, it is a good
on my soul
to grow up around people that look just like you. But also, it's kind of weird then when you leave and you're like, oh my god, there's actually like no black people in America. What the fuck is happening? And I think that it just, people don't understand Atlanta.
This kind of resonates with me as well. I live in South Carolina, Columbia. I don't know our population exactly, but I grew up around a lot of black people, went to pretty much all black schools. And it wasn't really until I got my license and started driving to different parts of my state and my city where I started seeing like, okay, it's not really that many niggas. And this especially happened when I started traveling, you know, going to places like New York, LA, anywhere but down south. You truly get a glimpse of how small black people are in America. So bringing up this video, he most definitely is on point. I don't think that obviously we represent a large group of ICE. And I think this is real predatory of Trump to even send them there like that. Because what you will notice is that most of the time with these ICE agents, they're covered up in masks. When we saw those two incidents of the white woman and white man get killed, those officers were in masks. So I found it ironic that they're in this public all willy-nilly, no masks, and it's mainly black people. It's like, all right, bro, what are you trying to do? So the whole situation is weird to me. And
it's a propaganda push. They make it seem like it's a good thing to do, or it makes sense for them to do it. It doesn't make sense for you to be anything of law at all as a black person. Personally, that's how I see it. You shouldn't be in the military if you're black. You're fighting for a country that never fought for you. And if they were fighting for you, they were fighting for you to be a slave. And number two, it was either free slaves or free slaves. Number two, obviously, they don't care about your people. Promise 40 acres and a mule. You never got it. We never got it. Never got reparations. Jewish people got reparations. I don't know how that happened. That shit happened across the world. Right? And then once we bring stuff up like that, it's like, well, you should pick yourself up by the bootstraps, when systematically over time, not only have we been oppressed, we've been experimented on. They have been doing experiments on black communities. See what I'm saying? In the origins of law and patrolling and policing is slave catcher mentality. That's the origins of it. Slave catchers. That's the origin of policing. So when you bring it back to the origins, you're not supposed to be that in the first place. If we understand the root of things, we understand what it is. It's not going to evolve into something else. It is never going to be anything different. Why? Because the same people that started it are the same people that are over it. Simple. Simple. The same people that started central banking systems are the same people that's over the central banking system. The same people that started the Federal Reserve are the same people that are over the Federal Reserve. And that's why you don't see any real changes when it comes to anything actually changing in America. Why? Because people are subscribing to something that was already built to destroy you. You're subscribing to policing. You're a slave. Watching other slaves. That's exactly what policing was. That's the same thing that slave catching was. Slaves catching other slaves. Even if you're white, you was a white slave trying to earn white validity from your master, from the master of the people that you're catching for. Because remember that it was poor whites that was chasing blacks in slavery. You know what I'm saying? It was poor whites doing the policing. Why? Because they are the pawns. They are the lower tier whites that get thrown into bullshit all fucking day because they can't eat at the same table as white people that had a lot of wealth. So when you think about the origins don't change. That's my opinion, and that's the way that I see it, and that's why I say black people shouldn't subscribe to it at all. But the thing is that there's a lot of coons out here that don't understand the history of things. They think that it's evolved. They think that it's different. They think that it's not the same as it used to be. It is the same exact entity. It just takes a different shape, a different form, something that looks different, but it's not different at all. It's not different at all. In my opinion.
I am extremely conflicted. I side-eye most police. ICE fits in that same category. And what you will notice is that with black police officers specifically, it seems like they'll be more disrespectful to you or kind of more, I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's like they try to prove themselves to their white counterparts. So it's like they'll be worse to you than a white police officer at times. So I think that is why people are having this perception right now that these black ICE agents are sellouts. But on the other hand, I look at it like, damn, bro, they got a job. They not out here killing nobody. They not out here selling drugs. Hopefully they gonna put this money they make back into their community. That's how I look at it.
So optimistic, bro. Antonio's so optimistic, bro. Nah, these niggas know what they doing and they don't give a fuck. They money hungry niggas. That's what it is. They money hungry niggas that don't even make no money like that. ICE agents don't even make money like that. Like, I understand, nigga, if you was making $200K to catch a few illegal immigrants, cool, maybe. I don't really fuck with it, honestly, because I like Latinos and Latinas. They cool as fuck. For the most part, some of them niggas is crazy. I'm not even gonna bullshit. Some of them motherfuckers be on some other shit. Some other gang violence shit to random people. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that person. I don't fuck with that. But the normal ones, you feel me? The normal majority ones, not the fucking psychopathic killers. Bro, they chill as fuck, bro. They're trying to get to the bag just like how we trying to get to the bag. You feel me? I respect it. I respect it. Because they work hard, bro. Latino people work hard, bro. They work harder than anybody else. If you ever work with Latinos, bro, if you ever been on a project with niggas, like, if you ever been on a project, commercial construction, whatever, them motherfuckers work harder than everybody in that bitch. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna put up the ICE numbers of like,
if I had a contractor and I was a subcontractor or a contractor, my full team would be Hispanic men. No bullshit. Every Hispanic man would be getting the bag. Am I saying that black people don't work hard? Of course I think that black people work hard. I feel like they're the hardest working people in America by far. But when it comes to like work ethic, I think that Hispanic people have the fucking, they got it. They got it. They get the shit done and they have really good family values. I respect them.
Races that are in
I respect
a
them.
large portion are white and Hispanic, so we not gonna try to use this as a scapegoat to make black people look bad. Y'all know that's how I look at everything. Now, a thing that I don't like though is the reaction, because what I've been seeing is that a lot of these people are using this as a enabler for racism.
All the racist people out there, y'all ain't got nothing but space and opportunity now. Go up to the airport to these black ICE agents and call them the N-word. Go up to these black ICE agents and call them.
No.
I respect it. Yeah, go do that shit for real. Go ahead and call them the hard R. Call them bootlicking and everything. They need to realize where they at. Cause their counterparts would kill them. Yo, no rules, no law, pure immunity. All three of them niggas is dying to the person behind them. No bullshit. No bullshit. I guarantee you, your white counterparts would stab you in your back if they had the chance to. No bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yo.
At least that's the way that I see it.
Bro, as black people, bro, stop. Please stop doing this. Now, trust me, I'm all in for seeing a raccoon get a wake-up call, but I'm not telling you to say the N-word. That is wild to me.
Right.
No, say the N-word to them. Don't say it to no regular nigga. All right? If the black people wear ICE uniform and policing, they are the hard R. They are the coon. You can call them whatever you want to call them. They built that destiny. They chose that job. You could have chose every other job. You look into ICE and say, oh yeah, I fuck with that. You're a nigger. You're a nigger. 100%. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're a raccoon and you're a nigger. I can't say that. I can't say that because you're a coon. I can't say that because you are an ICE agent as a black person. Bro, you're a nigger. Simple. Simple. And I don't even fuck with the hard R. I never said the hard R like that ever. I said the hard R in this video more times than I said it in real life. But y'all need to understand, bro, there's levels to this shit and you need to publicly shame these people. You need to bully these people. On my soul, you do. Because if you don't, they think that this shit is okay. This shit is not okay. Just like how you call a pedophile. You don't call a fucking a cool person. You don't call them a normal individual. They're not normal. Something's going on up here that's fucked up. And everybody else is seeing it. Simple. I fuck with it. Cuss their ass out and call them the hard R.
Anyone who thinks that if you are a black ICE agent, that Tourette's guy should be allowed to call you a nigga. White people do not respond to this.
And someone commented, absolutely not. Why would you even post this? Yeah, you're the only one. Now, this was a situation.
Shit, not me. I don't give no fuck about none of that. Now, that shit with that Tourette's nigga, he gotta go. I don't know. That's black excellence that he's fucking with. When it comes to black people being ICE agents, there is no black excellence in that. I'm sorry, I'm saying the loud part out loud. What the fuck? No. Canceled, nigga. You a hard R.
That happened a few months ago, but I want to add it into this video.
9.9% of the time, it is wrong for a white person to call a black person the N-word. But we may have found the exception. In Minneapolis recently, a white anti-ICE protester was in a group of anti-ICE protesters yelling at a black ICE Gestapo agent. An unidentified white male called the black ICE agent a house N-word who's working for the KKK.
Oh, well, that's technically true. What are we talking about? What are we on? Whoever that white man is that said that, I agree. I agree 100%. There is no space for people like this, bro. I'm not agreeing with this. I don't give a fuck if you're making a living off this shit. This shit is not cool. That's like saying it's cool to make a living off of selling child pornography because you just happen to have child pornography. It's the same shit. How is it not the same shit?
That's right, we have a white man calling a black man the N-word. But this is a little bit different. White on black usage of the N-word is a very serious issue, but this is a curveball example.
Facts.
Is it wrong for a white person to call a black ICE officer a house N-word?
No, it's not. Why? Because that's exactly what them niggas are. Simple. Oh, a white person. If I was a white person and I seen a black ICE agent, bro, you think you me? You think you me? Who do you think you are? Bro, you deserve to be on the porch. You don't belong in the house.
Yes. You can insult their character. You can insult their appearance. Not the skin, though. What I'm getting at is that there are other ways to insult this person. But
Nah, bro, you gotta hit the root. I'm sorry, Tonio. You know I fuck with you, bro. I react to a lot of your videos. But this one, you gotta have smoke for people like this. You got to. You gotta call him the hard R. You gotta call him a coon. You gotta call him a bootlicker. You gotta call him a Damascus foot. You gotta call him these things. Why? Because that's exactly what they are. I don't care if it's just a way of saying it differently. Say it the worst way you could say it. Say it say it the loudest and worst way you could say it so they could understand in their mind who they are and where they stand. That's like me saying, oh yeah, I'm a better actor than Michael B. Jordan. Nigga, who do you think you are? Who are you? What are you talking about? You think that you will ever be as great as this person? It's a possibility. But in this specific scenario, nigga, absolutely not. Call him whatever you want to call
to be
him.
racist
It's free game.
is not a justifiable action. And I don't know why I keep seeing black people defend this shit. What is up with y'all?
What you mean? What's up with me? What's up with you? Trying to be all nice and shit with motherfuckers that will put you in handcuffs and serve you up on a fucking platter. To them ICE agents. Them ICE agents that's been up in there humping on them little kids. But we don't want to talk about that, though. We don't want to talk about that, though. But yes, I think it's valid for you to call black ICE agents the N-word. Hard R. Not even the A. Not even a soft. Hard R. And everybody could say it. Why? Because that's what they are. Now, is that racist? No, but is that what you calling them what they are? Yes. Right? Now, calling somebody of some type of prestige, a black person with good prestige, or a black person that has reached heights, and or just a normal black person, because you could choose to not be an ICE agent. You can choose not to be a police officer. Understanding the origins of it, you're a nigga. It's simple. It's simple.
Let's explore. The white man who used the N-word in this situation was being historically precise.
Facts.
This black ICE agent, he is being a house N-word to the utmost degree.
Facts. With the white with okay, Antonio. Would the white hood help? How deep do we go until we realize that they're a nigger? Let me know. Let me know. When they start wearing the white hood and the white robes, that's when it happens. Huh, Tony? Antonio? Antonio? When can we allow it? When can we do it? When can we do it? When is it acceptable? When is it acceptable for me to call a nigger a nigger? When is it?
A black man in ICE is a modern house slave.
Facts.
He's a barely paid mule for white supremacy.
Facts. You're just a fucking tool. It's the same thing for black people in the military. Yo, who are you fighting for? You fighting for Donald Trump to stay in the White House? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Yo, realizing how people are treated after the war in Vietnam, our people were treated in the war in Vietnam, bro. How we're still treated to this day. Somebody was just hung this year. What? And you're defending a country like that? What are we doing? Oh my goodness.
KKK were domestic terrorists. ICE is domestic terrorism.
Facts.
I think this is
Policing too. If we really want to get into the origins and understandings of things, police are. I'll guarantee you, calling the police and policing are two different things. I feel like police officers shouldn't even be outside until they're called upon. Why? Because why the fuck are you just sitting here waiting for motherfuckers to drive too fast? What are we doing? Yo, that's the craziest shit to me. You went through all of this training, all of this hard work as a police officer just for you to be a ticket writer, nigga? You supposed to be out here fighting crime. Not pulling motherfuckers over because they went 10 miles over the speed limit. Yo, what? And I know what people are gonna say. What about the times that they pulled somebody over and they had guns and drugs in the car? Well, I'm sorry to inform you on this, but the government have dropped guns and drugs in neighborhoods and they ain't in jail. The police ain't pulled them over. You see where I'm going with this? It does not apply to all. They're aiming for a specific group of people most of the time. And if they get the person that they're looking for transporting drugs, the government pays billion-dollar corporations to drug its communities. The government itself drugged communities. What are we talking about? The moving of drugs? And probably, not gonna lie, the police officers probably handed over to the FBI. The FBI handed over to the government, and the government puts it right back into the community. Yo, it's not no confiscation, it's just reusage.
a valid usage of the N-word. He's not attacking his blackness per se. He's attacking his bootlicking choice to
Facts.
be in
Well,
ICE.
call him a bootlicker. Say you're a bootlicker. You don't.
No, you a bootlicking nigger. Yes, you are. Yo, that made it so much better. Just calling him a bootlicker, that don't stick. What are we talking about, Tony? Yo, bro, what are you on?
Don't gotta say the N-word. I like what come on, bro. What that logic is so flawed.
It's not flawed at all. I think that that's valid as fuck. I do not agree with that. I don't.
While being a black man, being black in ICE makes you a house N-word. So to call you that, it's almost like a professor pointing out, oh look, there's a modern house N-word.
They ate this video up, man, and everybody in the comments was like, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure a lot of white people like, hell yeah. Like, look at this white man right here. He judged not the color of his skin, but the content of his character. They literally sound like these conservatives that say, oh, if you're acting like... Hey, bro, Malcolm.
Well, if you acting like a nigga, then you a nigga. What the fuck? If you acting like a white supremacist, you're a white supremacist. What are we talking about? What are we talking
Can't
about?
trust the white liberal either, man. So shit, boy, shit. A young black woman is going viral for working as an ICE agent. A lot of people are upset. Do you think it's a problem? I find it so funny that out of all of these ICE agents, you know, even with what happened to Renee Good and I can't remember the other man's name, you know, rest in peace to both of them. But even the killers of them, I don't remember them finding their information. But guess what? They found her information with the swiftness. So this is her page right here. This is a video of her. And in the comments, man, they just, you know, they commented this, such a bird. Okay, this comment right here really pissed me off. He said, our history, by the way. And it's a photo of a Hispanic man with the Black Panther. Like I'm going to keep saying, that black and brown unity shit ain't real. A lot of Hispanics are anti-black, okay? That shit.
I agree. A lot of Hispanics are anti-black. I agree.
It's false.
But it is their history too. This Hispanic person might not be racist. Maybe so. But could they use it to their advantage? Yes.
It's colorism.
Bro, everybody use everything based on an advantage, bro. If it doesn't have an advantage, nobody's going to use it or say it.
It's rampant.
But I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck about PR. I don't give a fuck about HR. I don't give a fuck about BBLs. I don't give a fuck about GRWMs. I don't worry about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. If I want to say it, I'm going to say it. And ain't nobody going to stop me from saying it. Why? Bro, I say what I want to say. I'm above this world. Why do I say that? My soul surpasses this realm I live in. Why sit here and try to confine myself in a space where I could bloom? In a space where I could be me? In a space I could say whatever the fuck I want to say whenever the fuck I want to say it. Why? Because I am simply built different. But it's still true though. That is their history too. At some point in time, the Rainbow Coalition was a thing, and this shit was very, very scary for the government. And that's why they killed Fred Hampton and dismantled the Black Panther Party.
Y'all community, y'all got all these names for us. Stop with this. Please stop it. Just out of respect, please. Y'all can't even
I mean, just like how they got names for us, we got names for them. You know? Simple.
stop saying the N-word when we ask y'all. Stop that.
That black girl who became an ICE agent and was trending, they already found her TikTok, found all her personal information, found out everything about her. And I went, like, they tagged her under my video. And I went, and it was kind of weird because, like, what is that? Like, what is that energy that pushes y'all when you see a black person doing some, like, fucked up shit? But it's not like you've seen white people doing this already. Like, we've seen Hispanic people doing this. We've seen every race of people doing this.
Right.
You ain't have that energy.
Well, it just hits different. You the only nigga that stand out. You the only one that stands out. You should not. You the only person that you see in a group and you realize they're not supposed to be there. That is not a place for you as a black person to be in nice. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck how much money it is. It's the ethics behind it. Understanding the past of policing and the policing now. Your black nigga ass is not supposed to be in the police force. What a fucking mind-blowing situation, isn't it? It's not mind-blowing at all. It makes perfect sense. Your black ass isn't supposed to be there. Why? Because you stick out like a sore thumb and you're actually protecting the same people that will kill you in an instant. You're trying to be buddy-buddy with the same people that would hang you.
You didn't need to track them down when you saw the fucking ICE agent going in. Like, yeah, you weren't doing that.
Right. That's
It's
all
just
I'm saying.
weird to see, because like,
Well, because it is already understood that white people in policing are terrorists. We already know this. The policing was created by white people. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to understand. This is a commonality amongst these people. But black people? That is unfathomable. Why? Because we are victims of these individuals. So if we want to break it down and understand the psyche behind going after the black people that are part of policing, that's exactly why. Why? Because it hits a different part of your mind. Why? White people are already known to hang black people. White people are already known to kill black people unjustifiably. We already understand that this is how white people go against black bodies. But a black person? Yo, what world are we living in? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
y'all kind of like assemble. Y'all kind of like, when it's a black person, y'all are on it.
I'm gonna agree though. I understand why, but it's the fear of other folks, bro. It's really just the fear of white people, bro. White people is scary as fuck, bro. They be killing people. They whole family and shit, and the kids, and the dog, and the cat. That's just scary as fuck. I do not want to fuck with that. Now, do I have smoke? Yes, I have smoke. If warranted, you feel me? Am I ducking smoke? No. But when you understand the psyche of a white person, bro, they will literally kill anybody and get away with it. If they can find a way to justify it, they will. And your nigga ass gonna be dead. That's the real truth behind it also. White people are scary as shit. with the atrocities that they commit on humanity in general, you can't really compete with that. You feel me? So you gotta go for the next best option. You know what I'm saying? It's the black person. No, it's true. It's true. Two things could be true at once. Number one, you a black person in ICE, you a bootlicking nigga. Facts, you a nigger. Hard R. Facts. Now, white people are doing it. We already know. They already been doing it since the beginning of time. This is nothing new. But a black person in immigration force? Yo, what the fuck? Nigga, you're an immigrant. No, you're not. No, you're not. I do not subscribe to the slave trade. It never happened. We are the Aboriginals. We are the Native Americans.
And it's just like, why can't you?
I say this all the time, but
why can't we have the same smoke for white people? We can't have the same smoke for white people because they really be killing us. Legally. And illegally. And then they find ways to make it legal. We can't do nothing about that shit. Being real. If I die to a white man today and they could find a way to justify that shit, he's not going to jail. That's the world that we live in. Simple.
black people are overly judged for everything, right? If you put a
No, that's not overly judged. I understand black people being judged a little bit because they swim and that's their profession. That's crazy. You a black swimmer, my nigga? That's wild, but that's cool as fuck. Right? That's cool as fuck. You're judged, but judged in a good way. Like, this is crazy. I would have never thought. Right? But a black person in ICE? Yo, that's not OD. That is not OD judgment. That's like, what the fuck is that? There's no fucking way you did that. That shit is ridiculous. You know, you see the difference between the two? Like, you see a nigga swimming, you be like, damn, that nigga, that shit cool as fuck. Like, I ain't know that niggas could swim like that, but that nigga swimming. Oh, that bitch in ICE? What the fuck is that? Why the fuck did you think that was a good idea? You see that? You see the difference?
right here, a Hispanic, a Asian, a black person, whatever that black person do is going to be judged harder than any of those group of people. Just historically, we not doing any type of struggle Olympics. That's what it is. And I truly hate that because we aren't held to the same standards as everybody else.
I mean, bro, duh. We the scapegoat for everybody else. Everybody else blame us for what the fuck be going on. When it is never us, we know that. But do they know that? They know that. Do they give a fuck? No, they don't give a fuck. Why? Because they benefit from it. Duh. But you know what you don't benefit from? Being a black ICE agent. You could have been a Starbucks worker. You could have been a barista. You could have been a car dealership motherfucker. You could have washed cars. You could have been a car washer. You chose. You looked at the profession and said, oh yeah, let me apply as a nigga. Oh. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Sorry. There's some things that you just shouldn't be. Simple.
That same energy for white people. If you had that same energy for white people, she would have never been able to even become an ICE agent.
Hey,
It's just like such a weird thing to observe.
I agree. She wouldn't even be able to become an ICE agent if y'all kept that same energy with white people. I agree. But that would have started a war with the police force and the military. I'm not lying.
Because I'm watching people try and like guilt this person into somehow believing that because they are black, them being an ICE agent is worse than a white person or a Hispanic person or an Asian person.
It is. It is. White people, Hispanic people, and Asian people benefit from hating black people. Black people don't benefit from hating people of color. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. So yes, you're going to be held to a different standard. Duh. You're supposed to be moral. Why? Because black people have dealt with the most unmoral, immoral shit.
Anyone, and it's just like, it's not. I'm sorry. Like, I know y'all want us to believe that like all black people understand everything about like struggle and understand everything about corruption and like fucked up system. No, they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
Well, nigga, that's not my fault, nigga. If you don't understand corruption and how black people are abused in this nation, maybe you shouldn't be an ICE agent. And if you don't know about that, bitch, you're cooked. Maybe you set yourself free. Maybe you have a different way of living. Yes, but you're still a nigger. There's no way around that shit. There's no way around the color of your skin in America. What the fuck do you think you're different, nigga? They will hang you by your toes.
That's
like,
the truth.
The way I see that black, like this is, and people were saying I was defending ICE, and I feel like that's what y'all are understanding. What y'all don't really understand is I see that black girl who became an ICE agent no different than I see the Hispanic people or the white.
I do. Why? Because I just explained it 2 seconds ago. White people, Asian people, Latino people, all benefit from hating black people. What are we like? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? I don't look at them the same. Why? Because there are actual benefits from these people being in ICE. Believe it or not. For white people, they get their own little jizz off with their power structure. Asian people always dogged out black people, but black people want to be kumbaya with them so bad. But when we talk about Asian people and black communities and how they capitalize off of black communities and make all of the money off of the black communities, just like how the Hispanics do the same thing when they open their pop shops, you know where they get the funding from, right? The government for just existing. More than likely. I'm not saying that all, you feel me, these people don't come from a different country and can't earn it on their own. I never said that. But when you see them motherfucking Chinese restaurants, when you see them, they got grants for just existing and not being black. They benefit from not being black. Simple. You being black in ICE, you don't benefit from that at all. Even on a moral compass, and also monetarily, you're not making that much money, bitch. I don't understand if you were making $500,000 to catch illegal immigrants. I could understand that. Go get the bag, you know, even though it's unmoral as fuck. At least you getting a big bag. But that shit chump change. I'll struggle before I become an ICE agent. Why? Because I understand the origins of it.
People, so I'm not gonna hyperfixate on the fact that, oh my god, a black woman, how could she?
This situation is conflicting, and I want to know y'all thoughts. Like I stated, I don't support anything that ICE is doing. Majority of black people are against this shit, and the voting numbers tell that. But when you get online, you will think shit, all these Hispanic shit, they goddamn would have, you know, they would have had the highest numbers. But you look at it, it's like, damn, what the fuck y'all on? So yeah, let me know y'all thoughts. If y'all want to see something similar to this though, go check out Black and Brown Unity. It's kind of a myth.
Yeah, I agree. It is a myth. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, bro. I'm sorry, Tonio, bro. I don't agree. I don't. Why? If you black, bro, and you fuck with ICE, bro, something's wrong with you. Money aside, money there, money not, bro. I already explained it in the video. I appreciate you guys for watching. It's Scoop Reacts, the reactions. I'm out, bro.